But in addition, they can arrange and change chat modes. Oh, that's cool. We outside. What's up, baby? I don't know what the fuck that was. That was a big ass animal there. What's up, baby? What's up, wonderful people? We're just out walking in my neighborhood, chilling, enjoying the day. For a decent hour. And today we are open carrying. I don't know how that works. What's up, Paul? I'm doing great. How you been? Ooh. I've been real good. Just enjoying the day. Finally shaved the hair a little bit. These bricks, man. They're about to fall over already. Yeah, we were just walking down the road. We're going to take about a good hour outside. Getting some good old exercise. Some good old exercise. We're exercising in two ways today. Physically, constitutionally. Um, Also, we're just having a good time. This fence looks like it's about to fall over. Maybe I can offer some help. But yeah, how's everybody else been? I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the news that I would like to talk about, have an open discussion on. But babies are a whole nother job. Kids are a whole nother job, man. What's up, Bonehead? That's right, tactical brother. Stay tactical. Also, speaking of tactical, we got the shirt on. Let y'all read that. Yeah, this is one of my favorite shirts. I love it. I know one of my other shirts was thrown away, assuming by the missus, because it said I support single mothers, and it had a bunch of strippers on it. But, you know, it is what it is. I like that shirt. It's very comfy. So right there's Watauga Tower, cell tower. Just making sure nobody hits me. But how you been, Bonehead? Long time no see. Oh, look, a little pupper. Oh, there's two little puppers. Ooh, boy, man. I need to get out more. Just going to the gym, I need to just get out into this good air, man. As many of y'all know, I stay in Watauga. It's not really hard to figure that out. What's up, Mister? All right. Oh yeah. How you doing, Nancy Nathaniel? How you doing, Mister Nathaniel? Woo! Beautiful people everywhere. I love it. How you been? Sorry, I haven't been doing many audits, guys. I know. As y'all know, I don't really do much audits. I just walk around and film my day or have a camera and things get crazy. But I'm glad you guys can come in and enjoy the day with me. Just watch along, even if we're not doing anything. Just having a good time. Oh man, how you doing, Alex? Oh yeah, my wife passed by that building the other day, and she said there was something going on. Um, I don't know, but I think they're trying to expand up here, or I should say down here in Texas. Let's see. I don't want to get hit by no car. Something just spoke to me. Oh, someone left their groceries up there. Yes, yes, y'all. And like I said, I really appreciate you guys coming in and just watching, or just being here in general. Yeah, I saw that Jeep at the restaurant today. Okay. But yeah, but what I mainly enjoy is just us having a chill time, walking in the neighborhood, enjoying our day, not bothering anyone, just doing what we do, having a wonderful night. But yeah, I think that Scientology building, I think they're looking on expanding because what is it? Las Colinas is getting pretty big, or it's been big, but they're expanding a little bit more. A little bit more businesses going that way. COVID restrictions are no longer a thing here. Some businesses went out of business. Oh, really? I haven't heard about that, Paul. So you couldn't even provide food to somebody if they needed it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I wonder how they're going to enforce it, though. Was this house for sale or did it get sold? I haven't talked to James in a couple months, but yeah, I haven't heard of that. I haven't heard of that, but I had to look into it because that sounds very interesting. Because what I do instead of all this, I kind of take the Jeff Gray approach these days. Now I just go out, hold out a sign saying "God bless the homeless," and walking around, enjoy my day. This place is for lease. Hmm. Yeah, ring doorbell and everything. See how much we're trying to sell it or lease it for. Might get some people down here. Yeah, right now I'm more focused on the ATF pistol brace rule that's been put out. I've been trying to keep my eye on that one. And so far it's just been a whole foobar of a situation. If y'all haven't heard about the pistol brace situation, the pistol brace situation with the ATF is that the ATF decided to classify any AR or rifle fitted with a pistol brace. They decided to consider it what is it? A short-barreled rifle, and it is subject to what is it? Um, I'm having a brain fart right now. Oh man, y'all just had a mass shooting, or would it be a mass shooting in Louisville? I haven't heard of it. Oh yeah, but pretty much if you have a short-barreled rifle or a pistol brace added to your what was considered a pistol at the time, you would have to register with the ATF. $200 tax stamp. Right now they're offering to waive that $200 fee. However, a lot of people are believing it's a trick to say you're in possession of a regulated firearm at the moment. Like, it's weird to get around. I don't think this is the same area. I say if you want to register it as a SBR, though, go for it. Go for it. If you want to, go for it. While it's free. Matter of fact, you should get multiple ones while it's free and tell them what you plan to put on it. Oh yeah, I love this neighborhood. It's decent. Not too many people are gonna bother you. Of course, the very few that do are just uneducated, or they like to, you know, make up stories. I hear it all the time. But I've been out here. I think that we're going on 4 years now. I don't know, some standing water. I wouldn't want that in my front yard. Yeah, but it's a very nice, quiet neighborhood until I run through it, you know? Then it's just very loud and dangerous and obscene. When you're tactical like me, things just get that way. I'm kidding. Look at that Deadpool sticker on the back of that car. That Audi. Hey, don't tell me what you put on here or what you left with. I don't want that in my chat. Yeah, there's a lot. The difference is like, what was it? I know with the rifle, when it comes to my rifles, I can have a pistol grip on a standard AR with barrel length of 16 inches. What's up, Man in Black? How you been? So I can have a standard AR rifle with a pistol grip on it. But if it's shorter than 16 inches, it becomes a pistol. And you can't have that pistol grip on there, that foregrip on there. You have to have a vertical grip on there. Yeah. So depending on what you have on there, right? So if I had a barrel shorter than 16 inches and I had that foregrip on there, it is considered a SBR. But if I have a vertical grip, it's considered a pistol. Still, right? It's weird how they regulate these. It's silly laws. It makes no sense to me. But we still abide by the laws. We don't, do anything extra. It looks like this does dead end. Yep, I'm gonna have to turn around. Unless this leads to the park. If it leads to the park, then I can head through the back to the park. Nope, definitely locks off. Yeah, I heard about that. I think, was it Michigan, Missouri, something? One of the states just passed a bill for extended background checks. So you can no longer do just a standard background check. If you've already bought a firearm, you know how it goes. You go into the store, you say, "Hey, I want this gun," and the salesman will say, "Okay, let's get the paperwork together and let's do this FFL transfer." You fill out the paperwork. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back around. You fill out the paperwork, and they send it in. They look at it. They say, "Okay, let's check out your stuff. We got your name, date, address, social, phone numbers." They then say, "Yeah, you're good to buy." And then you get approved. Of course, if you don't have like a name that's super common or pulls up under a wanted list or anything like that, if you get approved. And then you purchase your firearm. All right, let me show y'all an illegal park right here. Right here. Blocking the sidewalk. Let me go ahead and walk around it. didn't know that. I didn't know Ryan Reynolds was part of that. Who was it? You know, I should start putting on my links for donations on here again. There's a organization that I usually support, which is usually thorn.org, because speaking of celebrities, which is actually run by Ashton Kutcher, of all people, who helps prevent, or helps try to prevent, the continuation of human trafficking. And they saved a lot of people so far. So, that being said, if you guys enjoy my content and never want to like show your support, you can always go to thorn.org and just leave a donation, you know, to them. I don't like to accept money, but that's one of the places I always like to donate to. Let's see. I'm gonna do that right now, actually. Oh no. Yeah, this happened today, you know?
Wants you to photograph everything in the drawer. Is the FBI there?
You gotta go through ads because I don't have YouTube Premium.
Right, he does.
Oh, that
Body
works.
camera video released by LMPD shows the exact moments officers engaged the shooter at Old National Bank on Monday.
One of those officers remains in critical condition this morning. Let's get out to Jim Stratman and photojournalist Nelson Reyes live in downtown with more. Jim, good morning.
Good morning, Haley and Eric. Yes, that officer that you mentioned is Officer Nicholas Wilt. He's just been on the force for a few weeks. He graduated from the academy a couple of weeks ago before he got to this scene on Monday. You can see behind me, the memorial continues to grow for the now 5 victims of that shooting. We know that those 5 were killed along with a number of injured as well. Some of those injured were police officers, including Officer Wilt. Yesterday, we got a look at some body camera footage from Officer Wilt's perspective and from Officer Connor Galloway's perspective. We're going to show you some of that right now. We want to warn you that this could be hard to watch for some people.
All right, guys, your discretion advised.
The perspective of Officer Wilt. He's pulling up to the Old National Bank, and on that video, you can still hear the pop, pop, pop from the gun of 25-year-old Connor Sturgeon. Police told us yesterday that that gun was a legally purchased AR-15. Sturgeon brought that weapon to the bank where he worked and opened fire into a conference room where bank employees were having a meeting. Now, after Officer Wilt and Officer Connor Galloway got out of their car and approached that building, Sturgeon opened fire on them. Officer Wilt was shot in the head.
Damn.
As Officer Wilt is there and other officers began to arrive, they attempted to go up the steps to rescue Officer Wilt. As they go up the stairs and attempt to rescue Officer Wilt, the suspect fires at them, trying to kill them in their process of trying to save Officer Wilt. When the suspect does this, he breaks out the glass and shoots again through the glass, breaking it out, where Officer Galloway can finally get the vantage point to see where this threat is coming from.
Now, Officer Galloway did fire the shot that killed Sturgeon. Officer Wilt remains in critical condition this morning. The officials from UL Health told us yesterday that he is being closely monitored by members of their neurology team. Since this shooting happened, we have heard police emphasize over and over again that the response from Officer Wilt and Officer Galloway, along with the other first responders who arrived on the scene after them, really did work to save lives. And we continue to see this memorial grow for the 5 victims so far. But again, it's important to remember that this is something that could have been much worse had that response not been as quick as it was. Haley, Eric.
All right.
All right. There's like an 8-minute body cam I can watch, but I won't watch that right now. That's crazy though. I think that man lost his job and he went home and grabbed his firearms and, you know, did a horrible decision. I think that's what what was the cause of it, if I remember right. I think my wife was talking about that. Ooh, we already been out for 30 minutes, y'all. Good old slow pace walk. I like it. Good old free air. There's a house for sale right there. It looks pretty nice. But yeah, me and a buddy have been going through a lot of discussion about the recent shootings. And you know, we always have that talking point of, is this a, there's so many dogs. Is this a gun issue or is this a person issue? I always say it's a person issue because the gun can't, you know, operate itself. They believe it's a gun issue and believe we should ban them. Which I'm like, I mean, if that's what you think, then you know you're free to believe that. However, I disagree. But we respectfully disagree with each other. But I've been noticing there's sometimes those discussions with other people in other platforms that say they want to hold these discussions, but they really don't. They just want to like grandstand. And I realize I dislike people like that. I really do. I'm sorry, if you want to grandstand and not really have that discussion, never bring up the topic, right? I just realized I just really don't like people who do that, where they're like, you know, this is the end all be all of the conversation and this is the problem. If we didn't have it, it would never happen, which is false. A lot of people trying to say like Australia's gun laws are something that we should live up to, which I'm like, well, Australia doesn't have a constitution. Also, Australia didn't have as many guns. But still, till this day, there are mass shootings in Australia. Most recent one was December 13th, 2022, if I believe. Yeah. I didn't see any cops so far. Yeah. Yeah. No, I didn't see anyone, but you know, I'll keep on moving because some people like to call the cops on me for whatever reason. You too, brother. Now, funny thing is, even with the vehicle not being registered. You pull it onto your own property, you should be good. Should be grand. The registration is for you operating the vehicle on public road. So therefore, put it on your driveway, put it in your garage if you want to. Cover it, should be good. But don't leave it on the road. That's right, First Amendment defender. That's right. I think the Nashville situation was one of them where they actually said they chose which location to go to because, you know, it had less security. They actually opted out of one of them because they said, oh, it's got too much security. I know people don't want to hear it. Some people don't want to hear it. But you don't need to arm the teachers. You don't need to. But I think we need to have some form of security at the schools. Right? There needs to be some form of security at the schools. The only issue is there's a federal crime in, you know, many states. I think one state's trying to give immunity to that to the teachers and also some guards to have your gun in school zones or in the school premise. So I believe if you start arming and manning those locations with the defense, it'll stop happening at those locations. It might happen at another location, but if people are so worried about the kids, which I never understand, if people say they're so worried about the kids, why wouldn't you put something where they can defend themselves? Or something to defend them? I've heard the argument of people saying put police in schools. And then the person who's trying to counter argue will say, oh, so what, just have our kids living in a prison? Or, you know, it's like, are you worried about the conditions of it, or are you worried about their safety? Because me personally, if they got an armed guard or 2 armed guards, you know, in a facility, I'd feel safer with my kid there, depending on how, you know, the security or other person's mental stability is. Man, so many Oklahoma plates here. Man. But yeah, I noticed that a lot of people will, as you say, or as I say, they want a quick solution that is unattainable. Oh, that's a big boy. Now the other guy said there was a cop down here. I didn't come down this way. Oh yeah, well, like I said, I think people are just being lazy and, you know, they want to find the quick solution, right? Which is basically make you a felon for owning something. Make you a felon overnight, to be exact. But if we already enforce the current laws on the books, most of these shootings wouldn't even happen. just like in the Parkland shooting. You know, they had a bunch of information for the other guy. You know, they had a whole bunch of details of what he was thinking, his plans. Police knew about it. A lot of people knew about it. Yet they never acted on what was being told and what was given and what was shown, the evidence. And then it happened. And then everybody's like, oh, see, we should ban the gun. But it's like, but y'all had all these warning signs and all these, you know, what y'all call red flag laws. You know, all these red flags and all this information given to you in these statements. Yet you never did anything about it. But now you're saying, oh yeah, you know what? I know we failed to, you know, react. However, it's not my fault, it's a gun. It's really weird how people, you know, try and solve an issue. But yeah, First Amendment defender, how are you doing, by the way? How you doing?
Hey, stay here. Hey.
Do I got a new pet with me?
Huh?
Do I have a new pet?
What? He likes to go walking.
Oh, well.
Hey, is that a six?
This one, I don't think it's a SIG. I can't remember right now. I'm having a brain fart. I've been walking around.
What's your shirt?
Canic. It's a Canic.
I guess pencils misspell words, cars drive drunk, and spoons make people fat. Amen, brother. Hey,
No.
you're not going anywhere. Come here.
Yeah, buddy, you don't want to go with me. I don't got much food to feed you.
Yeah, and he eats a lot.
Yeah. My two little ones, though. I mean,
I'm
like,
Steve.
Steve?
If I don't get up, it's because I'm old.
No problem. Russell, nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah, but no, this one's a Canic. I had to think
Never heard
about
of it.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're supposed to be competition ready.
Yeah.
I took it into the range, and you got to break them in the first like 100
Yeah.
shots, of course. But after that first 100 shots, I haven't had one jam from it,
Yeah.
and it's I think from like 100 yards I can hit.
Really?
Yeah,
My son showed me some video of a guy shooting a pistol at 100 yards at
Yeah.
night.
yeah,
And he'd shoot, and about a second and a half later, he'd go, ting, it'd hit that little metal target. I'm going, that bullet must be doing that at 100 yards.
yeah. It's a little bit high, but you
I
know
was going,
you'll hit it.
"Man, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Yeah, but it's a very reliable gun. It's not that expensive either, so.
Yeah.
But you know, I enjoy it. But
Yep,
I'm
that's
gonna
all
leave
that
y'all
matters.
to it. I'm
Alrighty.
gonna leave y'all have it. Y'all have a good
one,
night.
man.
Uh-huh. Oh man, I'm sorry you had that accident, buddy. I hope you have a recovery soon. You know, I know it's not speedy, but you know, eventually, hopefully, you get back to at least close to 100%. You never really come back from those accidents. My vehicle got rear-ended exactly 3 years ago. That's funny. 3 years ago, my car got rear-ended, and the vehicle went underneath my vehicle, and my head hit the ceiling so hard of that car. And to this day, I still have like shoulder, back, and like hip issues just from that one incident. You know, we settled out, or not settled out, but you know, insurance, we got all that done and taken care of. But it was a hassle. You know, I still don't feel 100%, but I feel close to it. And what would probably help is if I actually just like sat down one day and just like relaxed. Like if I just relaxed for a year, I'd probably get close to probably like a 90%. Right now I feel like I'm at a 70. But a good 70. But yeah, I like that interaction we had back there with Steve, I believe was his name, Steve. And as I said, there's ways of interacting with folks, and there's ways to come off either curious or intrusive. And the way you come off is the way I'll interact back with you, right? Either you're curious, you know, I give a, I try and help you out a little bit. If you're being intrusive, though, and by intrusive, that's just slapping. Oh man, that's great. There's these little rings that they make here. I think they're in Texas. I don't know. They might be everywhere, but they come with little itty bitty like barbs on the bottom of them, so you can slap some people and barb them. But yeah, most want to be nosy and stupid, but you can't help them, you know. Or SSRIs. I don't know. Never know. I don't know the stats on that, so I don't really speak on them. Yeah, if I knew the stats on it, I'd probably give an answer to that, but I don't know. But what I do know are the current stats for gun deaths are being altered in a way to mislead you that children are the majority of the victims. If y'all don't know, recently the CDC took control of gun deaths, and in that report, the age range has been changed from, our minors in that age range have been changed from kids from, 1 day to 17 years. And they increased it from 1 day to 19 years of age, right? Which, of course, shows that big spike, which is why people are saying the number one killer of children are AR-15s or guns or whatever. But it's because of manipulation of the data, which again, I don't consider a 18 or 19-year-old a child. I consider them a full-grown adult, one who's able to enlist in the army or do whatever they're doing. But the CDC says you are a child. You know what else I've been noticing? Selective outrage. Have y'all heard about the Bud Light situation? The Bud Light? I frankly don't care about Bud Light. I never drank Bud Light. But I also think like the whole controversy and who their spokesperson or image person is kind of funny. Because I mean, like, there's a lot of people out there buying cases of the beer to destroy it. I never understood this selective outrage. Because it's like, you buy it and you give the money to the people who you don't like or don't want to support, and instead of consuming that product, what's up, Black Gold? How you doing? Instead of consuming that product, you destroy it. It kind of reminds me of like the LeBron fans. Whenever he left Cleveland, again, they've already given out the money, right? You've given out your money. And then he switched teams. Dangerous dog. That's a nice handwritten sign. Their fence is about to fall. Hopefully that dangerous dog doesn't come out here. I recognize your words, Regina. You're the main one who comes in and either will start things off with King, or Black King, or Black Sisters, or Brothers. I recognize you. I recognize you. Even if you change your name, it doesn't matter how many times you change your name. I'm gonna recognize you. But yeah, they bought the jersey. They bought the jersey just to burn it. Mind you, that money still goes to the person they say they're not supporting. So I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get people's selective outrage. I don't get the reason why people care so much about who's on the cover of a Bud Light or the case of a Bud Light. I mean, I know I like it. I had the barber do something different, something else. It was getting hot in Texas. I know that's how you doing, Big Mike? But no, the hair was getting a little bit big on me. It was getting hot. You see this sun out here? It's directly on me. It's just targeting me out. It's singling me out. It's actually skipping everyone else. It's just spotlighting on me. But I said to myself, I should cut it. If I don't go bald, what should I do? I went to the barber. She cut it up. She made it look a little nice. But we're having a good time, That's all it is. I'm, a little bit chiller. Yeah, I mean, like, Paul, like, honestly, because I don't buy Nike. There's a lot of things I don't buy. I don't buy a lot of mainstream stuff, right? I don't buy a lot of mainstream anything, other than probably, like, my pants would be Wrangler or Levi, And that's just depending on what I find at Walmart. I don't ever really care what I find. I just find something. But I'm gonna say it's my bias, and I just don't care who's on it because I never drank Bud Light. I never cared for Bud Light. I never cared much for Nike. Never cared much for Nike. Not unless they're gonna pay me. Right? If you're gonna pay me, then I might care a little bit. But I've never cared for the optics being put onto these companies. I think there was what was it? During Black History Month, which is why I don't support a lot of big companies, right? This might be a rumor, it might be legit, it might be fake, but there is a picture of, I believe it was KFC, right? This is the image I saw, an image of KFC, a chicken wing, or a chicken leg. It is pretty in Texas right now. A chicken leg being held up in the spotlight. And the shadow of the chicken leg was a fist. And like I said, this could be a meme. Could be a meme that I saw. Could be legit. I never tried to look up the logistics of it because I just never cared. I just thought it was a little bit funny. I was like, yeah, I hope they ain't doing that because that'd be a horrible business plan for them. But you know, to have a black fist being held up in the shadow of the chicken leg, which I thought was, you know, hilarious to me, but it would do a lot of damage to the brand. That's all I would see. Oh yeah, Paul. Like honestly, I buy knockoff everything. I don't care. I was never that kid in school who gave a crap about, like, you know, name brands, right? I'll tell you this: I never owned a pair of Jordans, right? From what I understand, it costs about $12 to make a pair of Jordans, right? $12, and people are spending hundreds to 300s, you know, and thousands of dollars, right, for a shoe that costs a man $12 to make it. And there's been times where MJ himself has said he don't care about the black community, and you know what? That's his right to say it. However, I never supported I never bought a pair of Jordans. My little brother bought a pair of Jordans. My older brother bought pairs of Jordans. Me, I don't buy them. I don't go out to those releases. I don't do all that extra stuff. Nope. Sorry. Give me a pair of Dadas. Give me some Shaqs. I'll take some Shaqs over a pair of Jordans. You know, Shaq was one to put his shoes in Walmarts. He didn't put them in big Foot Lockers. And people were like, "Oh, that seems like a big mistake." However, his shoes outsold MJ's shoes because of the price difference. Bobos. The Bobos. I had a pair of Bobos, I ain't gonna lie. I had a neighbor who would make shoes and just put shoe on it. Matter of fact, it's getting to the point I'm about to start making my own shoes. You know? Things are way too high, too pricey. But I'm honestly gonna start making some leather shoes, so guys, for real. Dead ass. I'm gonna make some nice, expensive leather shoes, y'all. We'll call them Boboditas, or I'm sorry for the men, Boboditos. If y'all never had a pair of Dadas, I'll tell you this: Dadas used to have a special on their site. You go onto their site, and they'd be like, you can get 2 pairs for $60. 2 pairs, $60. And I tell you, I wear them shoes out. The thread on them, the little tread on the bottom, will be gone by the time I get rid of them shoes. I do not care. I do not care about name brand. I tell you, those Dadas, they lasted me, the 2 pairs, they lasted me about 6 years before I had to, like, actually get rid of them, because the tread on them finally, like, went through. I was like, dang, I gotta buy some new Dadas. Or what was it, AND1s? I would buy AND1s when they weren't so popular. Because at a certain time they were super popular. And everybody, oh look, I got these. I don't want those. They're too expensive. Hype's too hypey right now. Give me those Dadas. Or you go to like Ross, Dress for Less. I tell you, I never bought mainstream. What was it? I'm about to start making my own little holsters and stuff. I promise you guys, it's gonna look funky AF. But at least I saved me a buck or two. Ooh, we got 4 more minutes. Actually, got less than 4 minutes, but boy, I tell you, them shoes were breathing by the time I got done with them. Them shoes would be like, oh, man, there's so much oxygen in here. I couldn't wear those shoes in any water, I tell you that. If I put my foot in any water with some cheap socks, yeah, we lost it. But no, we had little socks on there that just say great value socks. No special socks. No ankle high socks. No, none of that extra fancy stuff. Nope. Look, Chester. I promise you. By the way, how you doing? I'm gonna be making holsters. I'm gonna try and find out a nice little pattern for myself and make myself my own holsters. And I've been looking at material and how to do this stuff. Guys, it's so simple. It is so simple. You just cut the shape out of a leather that you want. Now what I want to do is I want to get I got some Vegetan red leather right now. Oh, you want to do a 3D printer? I don't know about 3D printing, but you could do that. I mean, that's always an option. I don't know what's a strong plastic for a holster with a 3D printer, but or you can just do Kydex. Literally, you get a nice little oven, little baking sheet that you can put in there, right? That you can find at like a pawn shop or whatever. Get you a cheap little oven that can heat up to I think 350 degrees, maybe 400. Put a Kydex sheet in there that's like $12. Oh, you're talking about for the pattern? Even better, just take your gun, get a Kydex, and just, get a press, flatten it on there. But yeah, I do need to get a nice little pattern together. I'm already drawing out a nice little design that I want. Oh my. Look at that, guys. We made it a whole hour. No issues. No problem. Nada. This is what I consider a great audit, right? We got outside, we got to have a good day. Yeah, all the time. Yeah. Yeah, we always got it on us. Keep that thing on me. Because I got tired of not having it on me. But yeah, guys, we're gonna head out. I'm gonna make my way back home. I'm glad you all are here. You're all doing well, hopefully. If you're not doing well, I hope you get well. But I'm gonna see you guys later. We managed to make it a whole hour, no issues. And that's what I like to see. That's what I like to hear. I wish we seen more of this in the audit community, just to be able to go out, take pictures, do your thing, stream, and no confrontation and decent communication. But this is what you need to do. You don't always have to have an interaction. You just got to make it normal. Make it normal to get out. And by normal to others. Right? To get out, film, do your thing, and exercise your rights. But love, peace, chicken grease. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I hope you all are well fed. And I hope you all sleep well. But I definitely will see y'all later. Whenever I have another opportunity to stream. Regina, love you. Chester, love you. Paul, I like you, but I love you. Nancy Nathaniel, love you. Alex, love you. Who else am I missing? Bonehead, love you. Man in Black, love you, appreciate you. First Amendment Defender, love you, appreciate you. Black Gold, that's Regina. Big Mike, love you, appreciate you. Y'all take it easy.